Hi guys, welcome back to Once Upon a Tiny Farm. In today's video, I want to talk about a little upgrade I made to the inside of my chicken run, and that is develop a compost bay system inside of the chicken run. It's something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time, and I finally did it a few weeks ago. And I just want to tell you how beneficial I think it has been for my chickens to have this compost area right here. So this is right inside of my chicken run here. And you can see this is another benefit to having a compost bay. It's just two pallets. They're about maybe 3.5 feet apart, space in between. They actually have been using this as a perch, and I think that's really funny. It's not something that I was even on my radar of something they might use it for. But I think they really enjoy getting up off the ground every once in a while. And for years, I haven't had really any perches for them out here, except a few stumps I have in the other part of their run, but they're barely off the ground. This way they can fly up a couple feet off the ground and hang, and I think they really enjoy that. So I actually have a pile here. Yesterday, they flattened the pile that I had right here. And actually, if I could do this over again, I probably would have made my bay not right there. I would have put it right here because my door to get into my coop is right here. And this just would have been a lot easier for me to get material in. It's a lot harder for me to put it into the bay over there. And I don't always like to walk in here because the chickens like to attack me and bite my feet and stuff like that. So lately I've just been piling the material here, which is a wider area. This might be like 5 or 6 feet wide. And I just pile the stuff really high. And last night I actually came in to do it, and the bedding, right when I opened this door, was about over 1 foot deep, and you could see all the different layers of the bedding from this deep compost mulch system that I use inside their run. So what I'm going to do now, I have a couple compost piles working that I'm turning actively every couple days. But you can see here, I'm just piling stuff here, and the chickens are turning the compost pile for me. And a lot of this is their bedding, and a lot of it is a mixture of rabbit manure, those little brown pellets, and some of the bedding from my neighbor's rabbits. So that's all mixed in there. And this is pretty high up off the ground. This is a couple feet up off the ground, this mound here. And every night I'm just going to come and flip this, and eventually it already looks really, really dark. A lot of this is already broken down bedding from deep in the ground from years of mulch. And I've had leaves in here, I've had grass clippings in here, all of that stuff. I've even recently put down pine shavings. And all that stuff seems to be incorporated and broken down, and most of it looks like I could use a lot of this in my gardens right now. But I'm going to allow the chickens to keep working at this, turning it, looking for bugs. A big benefit I found, hey guys, be nice. They are able to, first of all, it's like a little playground. They could fly up onto the onto the pallets to perch, but it allows them to have access to bugs. There's bugs, there's worms in this pile, there's old grain from their feed down deep in the other layers that I just flipped up into this pile here, and they're able to push it around and find that stuff. So they're definitely not bored while they're here working these compost piles. So I really like that. And yeah, I wish that I had moved my compost bays a little bit closer here, but you know what, it's kind of working out like a 2-bay system. So I have a bay here and a bay there, and I just like to come in the evening when the chickens go back into their coop at night to perch. I'll come in and repile the material, because at the end of the day, like this is a mound right now, this is all going to be flat. It's all going to be flat. So I'm just going to keep piling up for the next day, and they'll keep working it day after day. And I'm going to have free compost from the chickens. They're doing all the heavy lifting for me. and they're living their healthiest lives too by working through it. So I'm really glad that I did this, and I wish I had done it a long time ago, because they seem to be pretty happy working through all this stuff. When I get enough material, I would like to have 2 piles going at the same time, one over there and one in between these 2 bays that could help hold a real high pile, but I don't have enough material right now. But once the growing season starts going, I'll have a lot of material to go in almost every day. So they'll be plenty busy picking away at these piles and have a ton of stuff to eat and work through. But my goodness, look how dark all of that stuff is. That is just broken down wood chips. It's broken down leaves, grass clippings. It's almost a usable compost right now. This looks extremely dark and nitrogen rich soil, so I'm excited to be able to harvest a lot of this very soon, because I actually need a lot of soil for my market garden space, and I'm going to be harvesting a lot of this very soon. So I'm hoping if I keep piling it, a lot of that green material in there will just break down very quickly, and I'll be able to utilize a lot of this for growing vegetables this year. And that's all I wanted to share in this video. I appreciate you guys sticking around, hanging out with me and the birds. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe to our channel. If you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to really grow this channel. And let me know down in the comments, do you have a compost system in your chicken run? Do you think that would be a good idea for you in your situation? Let me know down in the comments below.